Now we're cooking. I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And Rudolph has it left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Uh-oh, Kirk Cousins. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They go play action here on first down. Finding some room at midfield. Open here, Adam Thielen.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Off play action. Schaefer. And he's able to find Diggs.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him. And I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Lewis. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Rose forced it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. By in Orlando, he'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, throwing on 3rd and long. Rose escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline. That's complete.
319!
Throwing on first down. Schaefer looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over.
Those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Rose. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. Rose under pressure now, and he's going to go down. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Looking to throw. Rose eluding the pressure. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are in for 6. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Prater for the extra point. The break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the Bears who pick up the victory at home. Taylor Gabriel, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they trail that one to the visiting Oakland Raiders. Ryan Switzer, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the City of Angels to check on the Rams at home in LA. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we'll get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Rose. Emerson Griffin. Getting him once again.
Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing, Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. They give him 14 yards. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he comes back with one complete.
They're looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload, but you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football, so now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Got some real estate inside the 30. Maybe you didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Cousins on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield.
Out about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Big drive.
And that'll be incomplete.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leads.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like